The name of my research paper is Factors that Limit Technology Integration in the Public School Environment. And my name is Matthew Allison Dream. My paper is broken down into 10 different parts, with the first part being the abstract, the second part being the problem statement, the third part being the research purpose, questions, and the importance, the fourth part being the design, the fifth part being sample and sampling methods, the sixth part being instrumentation and procedures, the seventh part being results, the eighth part being conclusions, the ninth part being limitations, the 10th part being recommendations, and I also have a section for my thoughts on the research itself as well as a reference page. The idea for my paper came from my superintendent's vision of a paperless district. The only problem, well, one of the many problems with this vision, is that teachers lack the confidence in my district in themselves and the ability with technology. As a result, the problems need to be identified and solutions to the problems need to be created. So I need to figure out what exactly are the problems with trying to set up a paperless district, as well as figuring out how to solve those problems when we do eventually create a paperless district. To figure out what the problems were, I created a survey. 60 teachers took the survey that showed what they knew and didn't know about technology. The problem statement. 21st century skills are needed by students today, and they need to be taught by teachers who know these skills. What I have found is that technology is readily available in many different classrooms, but it is not always incorporated. This seems to be as a lack of time to actually use these materials and skills, the lack of support. How do we actually use these skills and technology? The lack of access. In Lincoln View's district, we only have 2 computer labs, and we have to share those with the entire district. Lack of training, understanding exactly how to use each piece of technology, and finally the lack of experience. Many of these teachers that are in Lincoln View are older than 40 and they do not have the experience of using technology in their classroom. Some other factors that go along with the problem is that there are negative attitudes towards technology. There's an independence of technology from education, meaning that you don't need to educate with technology to have a good education program. And there's also the lack of success in technology teaching, meaning that teachers are not having success with teaching technology, and that is frustrating them. It has been said that there are 2 levels or 2 barriers that keep teachers from using technology in their classroom. The first level includes the lack of time, access, support, and training. These are what we consider external factors. The second level is more of an internal factor and includes attitude brought on by experiences. The good news is that professional development often can alleviate both levels of barriers. The purpose of this research is to investigate factors that prevent teachers using technology in the classroom. The questions that are posed are: 1. What technology is available in my district that teachers know about and feel comfortable using and integrating into their regular curriculum? I would like to know what the teachers know how to use already. 2. What technology is available in my district that teachers know about, feel comfortable using, but do not feel comfortable integrating into their regular curriculum? This means, what type of technology can they use but do not know how to teach how to use? 3. What technology is available in my district that the teachers do not know about, do not feel comfortable using, or integrating into their regular curriculum. This means what is out there that the teachers have no idea about, but is still important using in the classroom. 4. What are the biggest factors that prevent technology being used? Now, eventually we'd like to take those factors and completely eliminate them. The importance of the study is to help with the superintendent's vision of a paperless district. Plus, the staff needs to be fluent in computer skills and 21st century skills to prepare our students for the 21st century. And as of now, we are about 50-50, meaning that we are there, but we're not all the way there yet. The design of my research is action research. It was done within the classroom. The improvement of the staff abilities in technology is what I wanted to have accomplished through this research. The data is collected through articles of scholarly merit and my survey that I created. This is a longitudinal design. The link between the teacher comfort levels and factors that prevent technology use is being studied. An intervention will be given and comfort level will be assessed again after the survey is created. The participants in this sample, in this research, are teachers, K through 12, in all subjects in my district, from math to music all the way to foreign languages. The number of teachers on this survey equaled 60. This is a sampling method of convenience. It was available for the entire week online for the entire district at the end of the school year last year. This was answered at the teacher's convenience. They had the entire week to do it. It didn't matter when they did it. They just had to have it done by the end of the week. And the district is included in one building, meaning K through 12 is all within one building. The demographics of the staff, 60 of them, include 70% being female, equaling 42 teachers, 30% being male, equaling 18 teachers. The ethnicity percentages, the minority is 0%, meaning that we do not really have a minority of ethnicity in my district, and 100% are white, or I should say Caucasian. The survey itself consisted of 6 questions. They focused on the teacher's thoughts of readiness with technology in the class and the factors that prevented readiness. Different programs were discussed, including, but not limited to, Microsoft Office, Web 2.0, Moodle was included, as well as a classroom student response system. The procedure. The survey was done through SurveyMonkey. It was sent out through email on the teacher's listserv, and there was a 1-week time limit. The teachers then took the survey and submitted it, and it was brought back to me online. The results. For research question 1, what technology is available in my district that teachers know about and feel comfortable using and integrating into their regular curriculum? Out of the 60 teachers that volunteered their information, 100% of them said they were comfortable with Microsoft Word. 36% of them said Microsoft Excel. 65 of them said Microsoft PowerPoint. 92% of the 60 teachers said that they were comfortable using email. 15% said Moodle and CPS, which is the Classroom Performance System or Student Response System. 34% said that it was the Epson board or their board that's like a smart board. 86% said that they were comfortable using the internet, and 34% said Web 2.0. Research question 2. What technology is available in my district that teachers know about, feel comfortable using, but do not feel comfortable integrating into their regular curriculum? Only 2% said they were not comfortable with Microsoft Word. 47% of them said Microsoft Excel. 23% said Microsoft PowerPoint. 13% said email. 28% Moodle. 18% Classroom Performance System. 34% Epson board. 5% Internet. And 21% said Web 2.0. Number 3, what technology is available in my district that the teachers do not know about, do not feel comfortable using, or integrating into their regular curriculum? As you can see from the graph, we have an equal amount understanding very little about Moodle and CPS, being 60%. The next largest was Web 2.0, being 36%. The smallest amount, again, being Microsoft Word with 2%. Question 4. What are the biggest factors that prevent technology being used? The two biggest answers came with the lack of time and the lack of tools, being 52%. The next biggest being the lack of support, being 38%. It was interesting that only 10% felt operational knowledge, meaning they didn't know how to actually use the system. With 15% being classroom management, 13% being student skill, what the students can do, 28% being the teacher skill, what the teachers can do, and 31% being integration knowledge, meaning being able to integrate it into their regular lesson. So my conclusions. Integration at technology at Lincoln View, I believe, is at a very basic level. We have a beginning, but there's still so much we can do. Programs are being used, like Microsoft Office, with Microsoft Word being the biggest. Again, only Word is being used by 100% of the staff. Website creators and Moodle are not being utilized, as well as CPS. Some programs are being used by teachers, but not by students. And that is where we need to go ahead and pick up even more, having the students be able to use it too. So why is this happening? The biggest factors that I found were the lack of support, time, and tools. Professional development needs to be more extensive and frequent. We only have about 4 or 5 professional development opportunities per year. More help is needed on day-to-day integration as well. If we want to get integrated, we have to do this day by day. Some limitations to my validity include the survey represents only one district. The average age of the staff is over 40, so that means that they didn't grow up with technology like someone at the age of 20 or even 30 would. The computer lab is very limited and located very far away from the elementary school. One man does the entire informational technology for the entire district, meaning that he takes care of everything. Teachers' relationships with me is also a big factor because I feel like they were trying to be nice in filling out the survey, where if they weren't on a friendship level, maybe they would have filled it out a little bit more honestly. And also the survey is given at the end of the year, and I know teachers were thinking about a lot more than just doing a survey for next year. It is recommended that professional development be created with 2 levels. The first for beginners who are not confident with technology use, and the second being more advanced with integrating the programs that is already known how to be used. Extra help also is needed with more staff members are set up as support for those who lack confidence in technology use and integration. It would give the teacher who is the teacher in charge of all of the IT a little bit of a break and help other teachers out who need it day by day. It is also suggested that we get a mobile lab since the 2 labs are so far away from the elementary. Also, this yearly survey should be given at the beginning of every year, should be taken, so then professional development can be planned during the rest of the year. My thoughts on the research. The results that came out were expected, like I thought they would be. I thought what I expected to see was Word being used, but the only program used frequently by teachers and students. And other programs like Web 2.0 and Moodle not being used is not a big surprise because I know a lot of teachers do not use them in the classroom. I would have liked to have had more time to create this survey and to do more research. I felt just being able to do it for half of a semester was not long enough, or an entire semester wasn't even long enough. I'd like to be able to do it for an entire year. And I'd also like to be able to have more people taking my survey, people outside of my district. So it's not just one district is represented. I'd also like to be able to have people who don't know me very well so they could see this and answer it honestly without having so much of a bias because they actually know me. And finally, as you can see, here are my references used in my research paper. Thank you very much. I hope you have found that this information, this research paper has been helpful.